All right, what's going on, boss traders? Are you ready? Crypto bull run. Are you ready? Crypto bull run. I'm ready. I'm so ready. It's been a very, very, very long time. 1,100 days, my friends. 1,100 days, and we have just officially closed the highest monthly candle of Bitcoin's history. And I mean, you can, it's not technically an all-time high, but let's look at the high. You look up here, you can see all these values, and the second one here is the high. 19,666. This month's high, 19,864, baby! New all-time high Bitcoin, November 2020. This bull run is just getting started. And guys, if you know, you know. Now, sure, where could we be? Maybe we have to go through another pullback. Possible, but who cares? Just buy the dip. Long your longs. Any kind of pullback is an absolute buy. I mean, I don't think we're going to see 16K again, but if we see 16K again, it's a buy from me. Albeit, I'm not really looking to buy Bitcoin. I'm looking really to just be in altcoins, but, this just looks absolutely phenomenal. So, let's do the top down. We'll go through the monthly, the weekly, and the daily, and then we can maybe peep the 4-hour too and talk about some short-term trades that I'm looking at. All right, so let's go look at the bands here. Obviously, long-term uptrend. Long-term uptrend clearly intact. He held the monthly bands here, just like you did back here, although you can't see it on this exchange, but if you go to BLX, you can see we held the 1 month 60 EMA down here, and we did it again for this cycle low. And honestly, we've been just following the same pattern as last time, right? Move up, consolidation, halving, correction, all-time high. Move up, consolidation, halving, correction, all-time high. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing that happened last time. And you know what happened February, March, and April of 2017. If you bought an altcoin in here and you sold that altcoin even just a month or two later, you made so much money. And we can all be hype. We can all be hype about Bitcoin going up 150% or 200%. We can all be hype about that. That's hype. But it's not going to be, think about this, guys. From Corona low to here, we're up 400%. So to surpass that hype, I mean, you got to go to basically 100K, right? Which would be insane, right? Insane. So, or, you just buy an altcoin that'll probably go up 5x when Bitcoin goes up 2x to 40K, or maybe the altcoin goes up 10x, right? So that's pretty much my game plan. I'm not really looking to long Bitcoin, anything outside of like some day trade stuff. Some day trades, some short-term swing trades, of course. I'm happy to commit a little bit on exchanges, but I'd really just rather be in altcoins that I think will outperform. And, I might miss out on some moves. Like, I'm sure Ethereum's going to have a sick rally. Ripple, Zcash, all these high caps. I mean, they're going to go up first probably before I really make a lot of my money. And so if I can free up some more cash, if, one of my low caps rallies before then, maybe I'll take some out and long some trends on these high caps. But I'm not really worried about that because the last leg up of this big breakout, low caps are going to outperform everything. At least that's what I believe, because, the ceiling, the market cap ceiling on this is going to go insanely high, right? What are we even at? 584 billion. Is that right? Yeah. Right. I mean, we can double the entire market cap of the space and be at not even $1 trillion. I mean, we pretty much hit $1 trillion last time. What did we top out at? Yeah, let's say it's like 8 something. So we can double from here, hit a new all-time high in market cap, and barely be at $1 trillion. Think about that. Bitcoin's $1 trillion. Ethereum will probably be $100 billion plus at least. Ripple will probably be hundreds of billions of dollars. So what are the odds that just a little bit of money flows down that chain by the end of it, and my $5 million market cap coin goes up to 50 million? 10x, 1,000% gains versus, Ethereum's probably going to go up to $1,000 easy. So that's an easy double right there. Or 10x gains. Or ideally, you ride some of the Ethereum pump, and then as that's slowing down, you move that into low caps. But I'm not confident in my timing on that I will be able to get into low caps without them already moving. And I got a bad problem where something will go up like 40-50%, and I'm like, it's moved. I can't get in. And then it goes up 10x, and it's like, well, yeah, well, I'm dumb. I'm a dumbass, right? So I'd rather just average in now on stuff, stuff that kind of looks like it's in here. And yeah, sure, I could buy in on these dips maybe, but a lot of these altcoins ain't gonna do this. They're gonna do this. And so, once it does this, I will not buy in. I just won't. I won't. Some people will buy in with trend. I just usually can't do it. So I'd rather just buy in a little early, probably my coins probably will not go up the first day we reach all-time high on Bitcoin. In fact, most things probably will not outpace Bitcoin until 30K plus. But that's fine by me. I mean, it's cool. Anyways, so only monthly levels we really have are the all-time high, previous all-time high, and this level here, which lines up right around the monthly open and the monthly low. So only levels in the monthly, guys, 13.8K. And then I think, you could argue for this level, but I think there's a better level on the weekly to look at versus this one. So ignore that one. But anyways, look at this candle. Let's take off log too, just to really appreciate the power of this candle. You don't have a candle on this chart bigger than that. Not a body. Like even this one was, at peak was bigger than this one probably, but the body of that is not bigger than this one. This is freaking enormous. Very much reminiscent of this candle, which was a breakout candle. We ain't even broken out yet, right? We're essentially seeing a little bit bigger version of this, right? So this looks great. And honestly, I think it's about time now that we're entering, this new paradigm. It's time to stop referencing the old bull market. It's time. It's time to stop referencing it and just focus on what we got here and now. Okay, so these are the monthly levels. Not really going to be doing much with these, honestly. Really going to be more focused on the weekly levels. And you can see this monthly low, this key monthly level actually lines up with our weekly level back here, right? This was your lower high, right? This is kind of the candle that confirmed a bear market for me, albeit not a full-blown bear market. I thought we would actually hold 6K and go up higher, but this is definitely your breakdown candle, and it came from this lower high. So the weekly levels around there are the high close here, which actually lines up pretty perfectly with where we bounced. And then the open here, and that lines up really well with this monthly level here. So that's kind of you're pretty much just playing ranges here, playing level to level. And right now, we are above this highest level here. The only one left is the absolute high. So you get above that, there's just nothing left, right? You can just, you can just start looking at fib extensions. You can do one from here to here. You can do one from here to Corona low. You could do one of this little structure here. Let's check that out. Where did we end up? Right, the fact that we didn't top out in this 2.618 is crazy. We're going a lot higher. So it looks like 30K. 30K seems to be a pretty good target first upside. If you're playing the short term, I guess more like 22, 25 take some profits. But really, I would rather be a buyer above 20K than start the TP above 20K. Like if you got a TP, just go ahead and TP, right? If you don't have cash and you need to have cash for some reason, go ahead. But we're gonna make new highs, whether we got to test 16K first or 14 or whatever. Sorry, video did not pause. I had to get some water. Anyways, I need to speed this up. I'm trying not to take up 2 hours on these videos here. All right, so this structure here is very much important, right? Because you have, honestly, the only nasty candle since this one. And it's looking like this might turn out to be just like this one, where it's just big move up, one grab at liquidity, and that's it, and then continue, right? This could end up being the midpoint of a bigger rally. And it seems crazy to think, like, you can have this much, and then that is going to be, you're telling me that that's going to be the midpoint? $30,000 lines up. But, I mean, go look. It's called a BCI. It's a bearish candle that gets ignored. We got 6 days on the weekly to confirm it, but for me, it's been confirmed on the daily already. Like, that's already confirmed for me. But the 3-day will confirm it a day from now, a 3-day BCI, and the weekly will confirm it 6 days. But when you get these BCIs taken out, great example right here in 2019, just a clear reversal, right? A bearish engulfing. You know, this low of this last weekly candle getting taken out, that's a daily market structure break. You had your cycle high on the stochastic. You had your first decrease in momentum. You can see there on the CCI, you had a little bit of a decrease. It was a textbook bearish setup. When you take that out, and it's why the BCI is one of my favorite setups. Your confidence level and your original trend is immediately back on, and honestly even stronger, because you had everything that you needed for a bearish reversal and then you didn't get it. So immediately, that's a buy. That's a buy for me, dog. And then 9 times out of 10, the candle that confirms the BCI, you don't take profits on this one, because 9 times out of 10, that gets follow through. In this case, it got 2 candles of follow through, and I think we will definitely get, if we can close above this, I think we get several candles of follow through. For example, you look back, and I'm this time I'm using the bull market as just a reference point, but go look at any sustained trends. And when you get these BCIs, here's a great one. This is what I think we could be in store for here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks up, 8th week bearish engulfing reversal, and then the BCI right after. And then that BCI ended up being pretty much the middle of this move. Okay. And you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that a lot. I mean, honestly, the monthly is an even better visual of this, because it's just BCIs all the way up. You know, you have one here, you got another one here, you got one here. This is kind of a double candle BCI, but still the same concept, right? You have this reversal and then it gets taken out. Here's another BCI. This is pretty much where we are, right? That big sort of shooting star kind of doji-esque candle, right? You see how that's pretty much what we got up here on the weekly, right? This big kind of doji, right? That's kind of where we are, and it just so happens to be this one happened on the monthly at the all-time high too. And then you have a BCI, okay? So immediately at this point, until you break the low of this BCI 750, you should assume this is a brand new uptrend, basically, right here. And so I don't even think you break 750 ever again. So the next pullback, and what happens, right? You close the BCI at $1,200. The next month, at some point, you go higher, but at the same time, you also test the low of that engulfing. So this is still bullish. This is a fantastic setup if you get it. And I don't know that we're going to get that, because that would mean testing 14K this month. Possible, sure. I'm not going to be betting on it, though. I'm just, but at the same time, I mean, whether we go there or not is not really going to change my plan. I'm already in the bags I want. I'll just add more there if we go there. But anyways, these BCIs are chances to add. And then when you close them, you want to treat the range of the previous candle as a buy zone, right? So you close a candle up here, you want to buy if you go back in there, right? And sometimes that won't happen, right? This BCI, you never came back. You never, ever, ever came back and tested that BCI again. Just like the monthly low, right? See this one? This monthly low of this BCI gets tested. This one never tested. That you don't even go back below the close of that monthly candle ever again. That's a possibility too. So you should be prepared when we close a BCI like that on any time frame. You should be prepared for both a pullback to the low of that candle as well as no pullback whatsoever. That's why you add on the BCI And then if you want to add on the lower time frames on a pullback, you can do that too. Same thing here, right? You get a buy signal on the close when you invalidate this bearish candle. And then so you can buy there, and then you don't get the retest of that high, right? But you do get a pullback intramonthly towards that with the same, the same risk level, right? Anyways, that's just me pointing out what a BCI is and how that can be the middle of a bigger trend. That's exactly what we can see here, right? If you close this weekly above, essentially if you close the weekly at a new all-time high, you should expect us to probably go to like $30,000. That's what I'm thinking. All right. So yeah, the weekly. I think I already point out all the weekly stuff, right? We have this level here. The high closes from back in 2017, right? So it's a no-brainer here, right, guys? 13.8K, clear support, obviously. This bullish weekly candle's low. That's actually where I was kind of thinking we'd at least test. I thought we might even test a few of these weekly candle lows on this dump, and we didn't even test one of them, which to me is a very bullish thing. It's not bearish. I think that's very much bullish. So I am not really going to be waiting for there to add. If I want to take a BTC trade, I'm just going to count on consolidation up here. But if you get a shot at 16K, you run the 16K lows, you hit 15.8, you reclaim 16. That's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer long. But to me, that's not happening, honestly, because let's go into the daily, which is really the most important time frame right now. Wait, what the heck? Let's move this Bitstamp. I want that Bitstamp price right at the high. Yeah. Man, you almost closed the new all-time high on the daily. Maybe you did. Close 19,700. Well, I'll be damned. What was the high? I think it was 6 something. 19,666. That's we just daily closed a new all-time high. Which means we monthly closed it. Oh shit, we just monthly closed a new all-time high. Not that it matters, a couple bucks, but like that just happened. Now on the daily, what do we have here, guys? We have a dip into EMA support, and honestly, this was a great buy. And I did buy some stuff here. I bought some Zcash, and then I pretty much sold it out immediately as I thought we might reject from these previous lows, and we didn't. And so I kind of missed out on some more altcoin rallies from this candle, but I did put all my cash into Core right after that, and I'm up like 30 grand on that. So I'm not complaining. For all I know, I would have gotten chopped up on some lower time frame setups on these high caps anyways. So I'm pretty cozy where I am. But clearly this was a good dip as far as EMAs go. And now that we have closed back above, let's outline. I'm going to take away these weekly levels here for a second. Let's outline the key levels on the daily, because these are probably the most important and the ones I prefer to trade around the most. So, clear uptrend, right? Very, very clearly defined uptrend, higher lows, higher highs. No point do we break market structure whatsoever until, boom, you clearly nuke a key level, right? This is your last candle setup, a BCI or an engulfing or whatever. And this is the last low before then. And if you want to, you could outline pretty much every daily low before that, including the low itself. And if you want to, you can even throw in the low of this one too, because that could have been a good higher low. Anyways, you have closed above all those. You have closed above this dump candle. You have closed above this high here, and you closed above everything. You closed above everything. This is honestly exactly what you want to see, because this confirms to me, albeit the volume was not the best, it's good enough. Now, if we get any sort of retrace back to the 18s, right, the low of this daily candle, this should hold as support. It should absolutely hold as support. Who's getting kind of hot? Kind of turn on my AC. Whatever. So if you're looking for swing logs, guys, I think 18.2 is a great place to look for them. And then you look on the 4 hour and you can see, if you want some more examples of BCIs, guys, go look at the 4 hour. Here's one right here. Here's one right here. Here's one right here. Here's one right here. We just did another one right here, so we're probably going higher. I mean, it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's a great setup. So yeah, if we get a pullback, let's turn on the EMAs here on the 4 hours, see where they're at. Looking like, yeah, right around 18K, but maybe you wanna start bidding somewhere in here, right? You got a couple levels, right? The low of this BCI, and then the low of this BCI. And then, like I said, if you wanted to use a fib, it looks like your first fib level 382, right around 18.4. So that'd be a good level, right? If you can get any kind of buy setup on the 1 hour or the 30-minute into this region, or really even this region, you know, if you break this and you get back above it, that's a buy. Quick stop below the low, like super simple. And I'm willing to take any of those setups leading into this high. But at the same time, I'm not really like worried about catching it. You know, a double from here on Bitcoin's 40K. Like, it's probably gonna be a lot easier for me to maybe miss some of that, dump my money into an altcoin now, and then be pretty confident that my altcoin will go up 5x after Bitcoin does a 2x, you know? But if you have to be in, you know, have some spot Bitcoin or something, or have some low leverage perp contracts open, I understand. I would be long already, of course, but, you know, if you get a pullback to mid to low 8s, that's a great buy. And then your risk depends on how you want to look at it. You know, this was like the set of higher lows that you broke with this. So, you know, you can have a tight stop below this one. Whoops. Could have a tight stop below the last higher low before the high, right? Or you could do, this was, you know, on the daily, this is going to be more clear than this one. And then on the weekly, right, this would probably be more clear as the range, right? This was kind of your original range high, and then that was your low. So you could do risk below 17K. You could do risk below 17.6. You could do risk below 18. Or like I said, if you run one of these levels like this, and, you know, you break below, and then someone buys it up a lot, right? You can just buy there and then just have a tight stop. Or you can do half your stop there, or half your stop loose, or something like that. You know, those are the options if you're looking to be long BTC. I think you probably have better luck just being long Ethereum. But if this just starts chatting on Bitcoin, honestly, there's probably not anything that's going to outperform Bitcoin right away. That's what I think will happen. But if you get a big move up on Bitcoin to 25K and then you dump, I think that's going to all flow into Ethereum, right? So this would make sense, right? Ride up Bitcoin, and then as this rolls, flow it into Ethereum. Flow it into Ethereum. I mean, let's look at the last time this shit happened. Let's just throw up Ethereum on here. From Poloniex somewhere. There we go. I'll get rid of these tools here. So if you look at last time, oh my gosh, I keep having these tools up. We actually broke the new high, and we just did today. So to me, we are right here. Again, not that we need to compare, but what happened last cycle was, oh, is this not gonna, hold on. Last cycle is when Bitcoin made that first new high. This is what I'm talking about, maybe going to like 22, 25K. That top signaled a big breakout on Ethereum for the first time. Normally, Bitcoin tops and it dunks 10%, while Ethereum is going to be down 15%, right? Or at least 8%. But no, not this time. This time, Bitcoin dunked and Ethereum pumped. That is the sign it's game on for altcoins. I mean, to me, it's already game on. Like, I'm already very confident, but that's kind of your big sign. Like, watch for that as we make a new high. When it rolls over, watch for higher lows in Ethereum. Watch for a break in Bitcoin's day trade trend and a break up in Ethereum's day trade trend, right? And then a break up in Ethereum BTC. Okay, that's the game plan, guys. I don't think I'm going to go through all my positions for this one. I'm mainly just in low caps. You know, I got Haka, I got Ken, I got Strong, I got CFI, I got RWS, I got Octo, and I'm in Core. So I'm just stacked in low caps right now, and that's pretty much my game plan, and that's, you know, totally fine by me. Like I said, if I miss out on, you know, 50% or something on Bitcoin, no big deal to me. I'm not going to lose sleep over. If I miss out on, Same thing, a 50% move on Ethereum or even a 150% move on Ethereum. I don't, riding that be great and then dump pumping that money into something else and flip-flopping and all that. But I'm just as happy to just chill out. Is this site still bugged? I guess so. I'm just as happy to chill out. Oh, come on. Come on. And wait for things to move in my favor on stuff I'm confident in and catching up, right? It's like this coin I'm in that I have a lot of my money in. I'm already up a decent bit, but to match Ethereum at like $1,500, I just got to go to here. 14 cents. Do you know how much dollar volume it would take to get up there? Probably not even $1 million. Or you know how much dollar volume it'll take to pump Bitcoin 50% and Ethereum 150%? It's going to take a lot. So if a percentage of that profit comes down to this, which it will, because here's the thing, guys. As things do this, right? And, stuff is here, right? Let's just say, your average coins are like starting to do this, right? What does Ethereum look like right now? Ethereum looks kind of like this or something, I guess. As coins start to do this, you start to run out of coins that look like this, right? Because people as this starts to happen, people recognize, oh wait, this is a gem, because this is definitely bullish consolidation in a market where things can rise. So people just start to eventually look for the stuff that hasn't risen because they've made money on stuff that's going up. They want to keep some of that because it's going to keep going up, but they also know it could go down and other stuff could play catch up. So they want to take some profits and flow it into stuff that looks like this green coin did back here, right? This part of the phase. Some coins will do this well before my coins will do that, right? And I'm not confident that that's the case because it might not be, right? That happened last time. It might not happen this time. Maybe everything can move whenever. But if that happens, it just makes sense, right? People make money on Bitcoin. They want to flow it into other stuff to keep making more Bitcoin. They want to flow that stuff into other DeFi projects, keep making more Ethereum, which will keep making more Bitcoin and making more fiat, all right? So I'd rather just wait there than, like an all-time high on Ethereum is 150% from here. And that would be a nutty move. Like, that would be crazy to do that in the next week or month or anything, really. It's possible, but it'd be crazy. This wouldn't even look that crazy. This would look pretty crazy, and that's a 900% move. Now you're talking. So I'm okay missing out on a 2x, 3x, 4x, 5. I don't even really care that much. Well, once you get above 3x, I get a little tight. I'd like to be in a 3x. But, I'm okay missing a 2x, a 50% move. I mean, you miss them every day. Let's be real. So I don't really mind. I'd rather just be in stuff I'm confident in. All right. Anyways, guys, if you have any requests, you can always hit me up in the Boss Crypto chat. Go join the Boss Crypto chat. This is for the YouTube guys. I'm about to start doing YouTube videos again. So if you're watching this on YouTube, come join us in Boss Crypto, bosscrypto.co. It's free for 30 days. We got a lot of good traders in there. I am dropping a lot of great content in there. I mean, if you follow this content, there's a good chance you're gonna make a lot of money. It's not financial advice, but we teach a great trading system. It's up to you whether you want to follow it or not. Again, even sometimes I end up not following it and it doesn't work out. But we teach a great system and we make a ton of great calls in there and take a lot of great trades. And we're super, super open and honest. So come talk with us. I'll see you guys in there. And for those already in there, if you guys have any charting requests or any questions about strategy or anything like that, you can always ask me. I'm always happy to make a video on it or whip up some charts or something like that. All right, anyways, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I hope you all have a great trading week. Let's get this money. Peace out.